Hello. It's your girl Brianna V. I'm new. I'm a new voice. Y'all gonna get used to it. I know it's a little small, but it's okay. And yeah, I'm here. I'm at the Good News. Shout out to Keith and Jackie for allowing me this wonderful opportunity. And yeah, let's get this show started, okay? So I want to really quick talk about what the Queen Pen is, for one. So the Queen Pen, for anybody who doesn't know, is it's just a talk. You sitting down with me, the Queen. We should all think of ourselves as queens and kings anyway. So you're just sitting down with me. We're having conversations. We're just talking about anything that, you know, we all go through. We're all millennials. We all go through the same types of things for the most part. And yeah. So today, I have some very special guests in the building. I have the Flex crew.
Hey.
And yes, and let me give y'all a round of applause.
Yes. A round of applause to you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on your debut, girl.
Thank you.
Queen supporting Queen.
So we got DJ in the building.
What's up,
We got Sher.
What it do,
We
y'all?
got Naya.
Hey.
And we got Sam.
What's the dealio?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Good.
good.
Y'all
I'm
good? Y'all had good days today?
It's been
so
a blessed
far?
day, you know.
What about the week? Hot.
Ooh.
It's been a week.
It is
It's
hot.
definitely been a week. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday.
It's fine.
Thank God if Friday don't apply when you're an entrepreneur, though, right?
Oh, no.
Every day is
Every
Friday.
day.
I've been stressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Every day is Monday.
Oh, so
I've
we
been
keeping it real about entrepreneurship. Then,
super
'cause,
stressed.
sometimes you have to learn how to take a break.
Yes. So, I got a few things up my sleeve today. Okay. No, not really. I just wanted to have a have a conversation. For one, I wanted you guys to introduce yourselves and let everybody know who you are, what you guys do, who are you, you know, all of that. So, anybody who wants to start, who want to start?
Take that shirt.
All right. So we are the Flexwork team. We call ourselves the Queen team because we are a queen. We're three women that are working together to essentially bring in money to the Black-owned businesses. And we created a platform. And with that platform, we allow Black-owned businesses to come. And we also allow artists and performers to showcase their talents. But we ultimately just want to recycle that Black dollar back into our community.
Yes.
So that is what we are doing. We had our first event, and it was amazing. We had amazing performers. We had you actually hosting our event. So that's where we actually met you, and it was a blessing ever since, you know?
It was fun.
It was fun.
I'm not going to lie.
It was turned, right?
Yeah, it was. I was like, wow. And the setup was really nice. Anybody who wasn't there, y'all missed it. I'm sorry.
You definitely missed
It's going to be some more, but
Stay tuned.
it was really fun. So that's good. I'm glad that y'all are doing that because that's like right up my alley. I like, you know, just us Black people coming together, Black and brown. Like, you know, we don't get too much going on these
At
days.
all.
And
They think we can't work together for some reason, but I think we're breaking stigmas lately with everything that's going on. So I love to see it. Not just the Black community, everyone. You know, we all can make our goals happen as one. You know, we don't have to be segregated per se. You know, we can all do this together, one team, one dream type of thing. You know,
Yes.
One team, one dream.
And then just us being Black women doing this, like especially y'all, like, you know,
That's
it's
the
amazing.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
What I've noticed is a lot of women have businesses. A lot of women. Most of the people that we have as vendors are women.
Yeah.
So we noticed that
All of them were women.
all of them are women. All of them are women. Most of our performers were dudes. So I see the guys definitely take over that artist realm. But we had some dope female artists out there. Sam was out
Definitely.
there ripping the stage.
Yes.
But the whole purpose is we want to give you guys or give people the platform to basically flex what they got. Flex what your talent is. This is beyond just a regular network. A network, you introduce yourself to people and you want to grow, but you want to also flex what you do personally in order for people to kind of feed off of you because they're going to need to use you later on. They're going to remember your flex, period.
exactly.
everybody's going to remember your flex. And that's one thing. If you remember anything about us from that event, you remember our blue T-shirts.
We're wearing them now, too.
Lady with the blues. The lady in blues.
We had to run it back one time.
Run the flex back.
Yes, I like the pictures you guys took, too, on the little wall. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
The
Like
flex
Charlie's
wall.
Angels.
Yes.
I was like,
I don't
okay.
even know what made us do that.
Somebody
pose.
said, do the Charlie's Angels pose. And we were like, okay, we're going to do that.
It probably was me. Now I'm thinking about it. Like,
was
was
dope
it?
just in general on its own. Like, I don't know who came up with that idea.
Oh, the
DJ, shout out to
Pittinger.
DJ.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Putting the
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
cards on there. People were like, "Oh, this is a great idea. We've never seen anything like this." So that was a nice idea. Shout
Had
out
Trap
to DJ.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we was
we
doing
had
it
Shout out to
big.
Trap
Yeah.
Kitchen, Monty Blanco
Yeah,
out there.
they fed every soul there, as well as our other food vendors there.
Kettle Corn Man.
You know,
fire.
yeah, we had one male, and he was the kettle corn
Yes,
man.
the Kettle
actually.
Corn Man was our only male.
Oh, wow.
He had a
Oh,
queen with
vendor,
him, though.
yeah.
Oh,
had a
yeah. He
queen
did
with
let me
him,
try
for
some,
sure.
It was
Fire.
good. I was
That
like,
stuff is like crack.
they had
was
like ices too, right? They had like
Yeah.
ices or something. I was like,
Black people are just talented.
talented. I just love to be black.
I love it.
That's why you gotta flex. Flex your blackness. Flex your talent. Flex whatever it is that you do. It doesn't even matter if it's like something super that everybody thinks is super cool. You just gotta be proud of what you are.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
Flexes.
So let's loosen up a little bit.
Okay.
I got I have an icebreaker. I looked this up. I was like, okay, this might be a good one. I mean, it's like simple. I'm going, soft on y'all today, but okay. So it's basically called sentence starter. So each person gets a phrase, and it's just to start a sentence. So you have to finish it. So you have to say the phrase at the beginning. And you have to finish it. Okay.
Okay.
And it's just random.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go down the line. Everybody can answer the same one.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is never have I ever.
Oh, why you go there?
How you just go start there first? Okay. Well, can Sam answer first?
We can just go down the line. Go ahead, Sam.
Never have I ever been to the Good News Radio.
Hey. That was a good one. Okay. All
That was
right.
a good cop
Put
out.
me on the spot. I wasn't ready.
Cop out.
Never have I ever been to a NBA game.
Really?
Interesting.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Wow.
You want to go?
yes. Somebody take me. I shouldn't say somebody.
You should say
Somebody special take me.
Take
Okay.
me.
Yo, somebody.
You know what I'm saying? No. Okay, so next.
Come on, sure.
Sure. Never have I ever been to an NFL game. Can I go there?
Y'all are so.
I don't like snitching on myself, so that's what I never have I ever done.
Snitch on yourself.
That's what I never have I ever snitched on myself. Let me let y'all know that now.
All right, let's see where we want to go. Never have I ever.
Lick the booty.
I've never done that. Okay, I've never done that. I've never
haven't
licked the
either.
booty. That's nasty. Or at least I'm not gonna tell you what that. Yeah, the levels to that. But no, I'm good on the licking the booty for right now.
She said for right now, meaning it can happen possibly.
I mean, if I'm married to him,
Hit her back
if
in
I'm
5
married to
years.
Wow. Listen, I'm not tossing salad. I don't know.
Never,
I'm not
not
doing
even
that.
to your husband. I feel like
no.
I'm
sorry, but I feel like men do not clean their
They
butt.
don't.
Okay,
That's
but see,
facts.
but there's a difference. If that's my husband, I can watch him clean.
You better
And
clean
before
for him.
I can clean for him. And also, to the extent, like, we got to keep it spicy. Like, it's going to eventually get boring.
Okay,
both
so
of
we know
us.
who the freak is. baby.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
That was DJ, by the way.
That was DJ. DJ the freak.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
Hope my mom is not listening.
She listening. She gonna listen at some point. Okay. So the next one is my idea of beauty is. We're gonna start with you.
Let's go, DJ.
My idea of beauty is self-confidence.
Yes.
Yeah, being able to just exude you in everywhere you're at.
Okay.
My idea of beauty follows along the same line. Actually, is just being true to yourself and basically knowing who you are and being okay with being who you are in its entirety.
Okay.
My idea of, what was it, beauty?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is just living freely, you know?
Yes.
Not living for anyone else but yourself, mainly. You know, I think a lot of us, we say that we're living, you know, for ourselves, but a lot of the times we do go out there and we're really not living for ourselves, you know. I'll find sometimes I'll put on some clothes or outfits and I'm like, I might have to step out and wear this today, you know, and then I get that as soon as I get closer to the door, I'm like, I don't know how everybody might, you know, feel about this outfit here. So it's just like, you know, not caring about what everyone else thinks. Just if it makes you feel good, do it, you know?
Yes. Okay.
I mean, they all kind of took the words out of my mouth. I just feel like it's embracing who you are and just being like, you know, one with yourself and comfortable in your own skin, whatever that skin is, and comfortable in your talent, and all of the above.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's some good answers. I got all serious from the licking the booty thing. I was like, okay.
My mama listening, so I can't be doing all that.
Okay. All right. The most important decision I ever made in my life was.
Go ahead, sir.
I don't know if we're doing a down the line thing, but
Go ahead, sir.
okay. The most important thing I've done. What was it? Say it one more time.
The most important decision I ever made in my life was.
The most important decision I ever made in my life was to take a chance and stop working under a whole corporation and take a chance on myself.
Okay.
That's the most important decision I've made so far.
Definitely. I would agree. So the biggest decision, it's the biggest decision or most important decision I
The
made?
most important, biggest, whatever.
So the most important decision I made was to quit the whole corporate life and not decide not to go back. So I'm on the Pro Negro struggle right now. Trying to basically make it, because if this doesn't work, nobody wants to go back to a 9-to-5, that's for sure.
That is true.
I prefer to work these crazy hours all at the end of nights and early mornings just to make this check, at least a good check, and it's my check that I write. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different than receiving somebody else's.
Yes. Okay. I actually wrote down a topic about that.
Okay. Later on.
Okay, Naya.
The most important decision I've ever had to make, or the most important decision I've made, was, I think, going to college, honestly. A lot of people downplay college. Oh, you're wasting your money, you know, things like that. And everybody, I feel like, to each its own, you know. Everything in life, your experience is going to be solely how you treat it. And I feel like with college, I treated it as it should have been, you know, or I treated it to where it was valuable to my life and my growth, you know. When I graduated high school, I don't know what I would have been doing had I not went to college. I probably would have been trying to figure it out still, you know, and I feel like college pretty much gave me some type of structure while I was still figuring it out. Because no lie, even when you're in college, you're still finding yourself. You know, people think that, oh, I had a lot of friends too. It's crazy. Like, oh, you're back from school. You think you better than me. And it's like, no, I'm still, we're still out here struggling too, just like you eat noodles and all that, you know. So it's just like, I feel like college definitely was one of the best decisions I've made. And looking back at it, that's how I met these ladies, honestly. Yes. We all met in college. So it's like you meet lifelong friends and you don't even realize you know, what happened to you, you know? Right. So it was a great experience for me overall, and I don't regret it at all.
Good.
Wow. I would say the same thing, actually. I moved away to Houston for college. I didn't know a single soul down there. I flew out there and just kind of had to figure things out on my own. You know, got my own apartment off campus, and just kind of been grinding out there ever since, doing, like, my music thing, networking, and all of the above, to the point where my whole entire family actually kind of like followed me to Houston, like uprooted their whole life. Just so I guess that was most important decision for me, and I feel like I inspired like a lot of people to make that move and that just jump. Sometimes you just have to jump and you know, not be so scared of falling.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
And mine was starting this podcast.
Yes.
It is beautiful, sis. It is beautiful.
And look at where
You're
you
doing
at.
a great
Like,
job.
I know. You know what?
now.
I was like, I was thinking about this podcast for like a year.
Really?
And I was like, well, I originally wanted to have a co-host. So I went through like 3 different people who were like, oh, I'm down. I want to do it. It was guys. It was girls. And then, you know, they just kind of fell off. Like one was like, I don't know if I want to do it, like last minute. It was just, you know, and it kind of like made me feel some type of way. So I just didn't even think about it again. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm cool. Like, so then I just woke up one day. I said, you know what? I got on Amazon. I said, let me buy me a mic. I already got a MacBook. I was like, let me just do this because I don't know. You never know where it can go. So I was like, okay. But then I was like, dang, I could do this by myself too. This is cool. Okay. So yeah, that was mine.
Me and Sher were just talking about that. Like, not everybody is going to see your vision how you see it.
Right.
So you got to make them believe.
You got to be the one to put that fire under yourself sometimes. Like, we can't be waiting for it. You can't wait for everybody else to ignite it, you know?
Right.
Just got to do it.
That's true. Okay, the next one is I love.
I love cheese.
Okay. That's whatever you love. What you love.
Oh. I love this black skin I got.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I might be light skinned because a lot of y'all be calling me light skinned, but I feel this melanin is deep, honey.
It's okay though.
It's
It's
deep.
deep.
Honorary melanin.
I love music. I feel like I'm like a
Yes.
walking jukebox. I'm
You-
sorry.
Okay. Okay.
I love me.
I love you.
I love you too, girl.
Thank
you,
you.
girl.
Yes. I love y'all.
Friends are so beautiful. Y'all so beautiful.
Y'all are so crazy. Okay, this is the last one. I am a firm believer that.
I am a firm believer that I can do anything that God puts me into.
Ooh.
Anything.
Okay.
I am a firm believer that black people are the goal. Hey, by the way, I am extremely like pro-black, so everything I say is pretty much gonna be pro-black. But anyways, I am a firm believer that black people are royalty.
Yes.
Yes.
I am a firm believer.
What you believe in, girl?
What's the statement? That's a statement,
I'm
right?
a firm believer that.
Oh, okay. I'm a firm believer that Prince is gonna return.
Ooh.
Prince?
Prince.
For some reason, I don't know. Like,
Purple Rain?
yes,
Wait a minute. I'm like, what Prince?
yes. I
I
don't
already
know,
knew what
y'all.
she was talking about. That's what I'm
Prince
like,
is
yeah.
So
Like
not,
resurrected?
not Tupac,
Lately, like-
not Tupac, but
No,
Prince.
Prince.
Like
But you're not gonna
resurrected.
Tupac come back?
People be sleeping on Prince. Let me tell you.
No,
I do
but
love some
I'm
Prince.
Prince over my
Right.
con.
But like resurrected.
Yes.
Okay,
Like
I mean,
something.
Love you
I
too,
don't
Miss
know.
the next coming. Oh, okay.
Prince coming.
I thought it was
He
Nip,
coming
but
back, y'all.
Nip.
Wow.
What? Say
Yeah.
You're a firm believer, Sam.
I guess I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason,
Mm.
and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You feel me?
amen.
You better
Yeah.
say them
Firm
scriptures.
believer.
Finger snaps.
Yes. Okay. Are y'all warmed up?
I'm kind of hot, honestly.
Like literally.
I'm warmed up.
Okay, so I did want to. So you brought up the whole corporate thing and all of that. That was one of the topics that I wrote down for today because I think it's so important for people to, know like the difference. I've been working in corporate for a very long time, and I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And when you start feeling uncomfortable, you like, oh nah, this ain't for me.
I gotta
And
go.
I'm like, I gotta be an entrepreneur some type of way because this is not it. So a little story. So I was at work. I got written up, and
What you do?
We all had. So y'all ain't never got written up.
I got
Y'all never got written up.
That's why everybody just huffed.
Yeah.
What they do with that little petty write up?
But see, I got written up because you always have that one coworker. It's always somebody in the office that does not like you.
Haters.
Somebody don't like you.
They don't like themselves.
And I have in this case, it's like my supervisor. I don't think she really cares for me that much.
They be the ones.
So then that's why I said I felt uncomfortable, because I'm like, okay, so I got written up, her word over mine. She went straight to my boss and was just, making up all different types of things. So I was like, oh, okay, this is not for me. So, I'm just trying to work through it. But, talk a little bit about, like, what it's like being an entrepreneur for you, DJ. This is DJ speaking.
Okay, so a little background about me. I used to work retail, corporate retail, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started I had been with that company for about 4 years. And it seemed like the longer I was with them, the more problems I started to have.
Right.
And so it was like little things. They would make little racist comments. Because, mind you, I worked in a district where it was predominantly Hispanic. Nothing wrong with that, because I grew up with all Hispanic people. I'm from West Covina, if anybody doesn't know, on the map. But so it was like they used to like pick on me, make little comments. Oh, you're gonna wear your Timbs when you go home. Oh, you're gonna drink some grape juice when you go home. First of all, I don't even like grape flavored anything. Period. It's nasty. So so things started happening. Then I get moved to another store. Then I get robbed at gunpoint. So then it's like, okay, at this point, I feel like God is telling me, like, it's time for me to go. Like, she needs to get out of here. Like, she doesn't need to be here anymore.
She's so extra. Like,
we didn't need it.
She had me thinking
Look,
the
she
power
caught me
went
off.
out.
This is what she wanted.
She did her own sound effects. That's funny. Yeah, so that happened. So I figured I already have a college degree. I have a degree in communications, public relations, and advertising. So I felt like I knew enough to be able to notice that the people that I was trying to apply for couldn't afford me.
Ooh.
It was like,
Wow.
I'm doing all of this work, and you gonna pay me $16 an hour? You gonna pay me $12 an hour? Mind you, I spent 4 years of college, hours studying, hours writing papers, and that's what you gonna pay me back for? So it was like, okay. Well, telling my parents, I think I'm gonna try. I've been telling you guys I wanted to start a clothing line, so I think I'm gonna just go ahead and take that leap and start it. Me and Shalisa go ahead and we're going to start our clothing line. It just so happened that we decided to start our clothing line and start a networking company all at the same time and start my makeup stuff all at the same time. So we just kind of hit the ground running. So it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Yes.
Don't think the entrepreneur life is definitely not easy.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It does. You cry.
You want to quit?
You cry. You want to quit. You want to just let me the constant checks is better than me struggling and worried about the next bill being paid. You like, ooh, rent's due. Ooh, this is due. But you like, okay, if I just stick it out and I can make this money, that'll get paid for, and then I'll be good. So once you kind of fight through the little trials, you be good.
Right.
You be
So what do
good.
you think is the most like difficult part about it?
The
It's
money.
money.
I'm not gonna lie, it's the money, because the bills don't stop.
No.
Right.
No.
The checks will. The bills don't.
Yeah.
You still gotta leave. You gotta eat. You gotta drive somewhere.
Maneuver.
You
Ain't
got,
no life.
sadly, internet is needed if you need to find a job, unless you go to the library. But I mean,
you need a phone, so
you
you
need
can't say
it's just
no to the phone bill.
So you gotta.
I
Money
feel
is
like
the
if
biggest
if you
thing.
haven't wanted to quit yet, then you know you're doing something right. If you-
Right.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
you're on the right path.
Thank you.
Everybody has wanted to quit before.
Okay. So we all entrepreneurs up in here, right?
Yes,
Basically.
honestly.
Yes.
Yes, the whole Flex crew.
Mm-hmm.
Thing,
Working
so-
on it.
When did you
day at
guys
a time.
exactly start it?
The flex work?
Yeah, the Flex
Okay,
work.
so we had the idea like a couple years ago, and then it just kind of popped back up
Mhm.
October of last year. And then so me and Shalisa started looking for venues, or me and Shersher started looking
She
for
said, "No,
venues.
don't say
Sorry,
my
y'all. Me and Shersher started looking for venues and stuff to figure it out, and we're like, well, I know Danae is like the social media queen, so I'm like, Naya, I'm gonna have to put her on social queen So that way she could take over and just, and then I felt like we could build the best squad that we could possible. And then we just picked a date and was like, all right, let's do this.
Well, that was the real short summary version of what actually
I'm
happened.
Sorry.
That was cute though. That was.
Definitely
It sounded like we was out there.
No, it was definitely a 9-month trial. That's roller coaster.
It was definitely this date we're gonna do it, and we didn't do anything for that date. And they were like, okay, this date, and then we didn't do nothing for that day. And then finally we put a deposit down, and you ain't changing no date after the deposit's put down. And
we did change the date after the deposit was down, by the way.
Oh, we did change the date actually. We had flyers made and everything, and we changed that date. So, it was a learning curve. We definitely went through a lot within that short amount of time because we had been thinking about this for years in retrospect.
And I think once we started to get into it, we started to learn like the real back end of having a business. So we were like, oh, you gotta this too? Oh, we're not done paying for stuff and it's the day of the event? We're like, oh,
that money you thought you was gonna have after. You
it was
wait,
like,
where did it
go?
But it played out well though.
Yeah.
It looked good, right?
It did. You know what? And a lot of people came. So I wasn't surprised, but a lot of people did show up.
We're
not gonna lie, we were.
You were surprised?
Listen, when you're dealing with these pre-sale tickets, nobody buys pre-sale. So
nobody.
That's the problem. When you're
like, well, just wait till I get there.
You got 8 pre-sale, and you're like, oh, I just spent all this money, and all of a sudden you get to the day, you got like 70-some people. It's like
cool,
that was just a blessing. Honestly, it just came to us. It was the right energy you put out. It came back 10 times fold because it was people that we didn't even contact, people we weren't even following,
people
just
driving by that were just like, hey, I just seen black people.
This?
I just wanted to come over and see what was going on.
We seen balloons.
Right.
What is this?
Happy black people. I'm coming through.
Yes.
And food.
The sign was what caught my attention when I first walked up. I was like, let me get a boomerang of this. Come on, wide awake, flex away.
Paige did it. Yeah, shout out to Paige.
Okay.
Or Peyton.
Peyton. Wow.
Peyton, sorry.
Who said Paige?
Peyton.
Sure called you Paige.
Sure, it's okay, hopefully.
Oh my gosh. So I saw on somebody's Instagram, y'all went to another event, like y'all went to one or something.
Oh,
we support all of it.
We show love to get love sometimes.
I thought it was like, I thought you guys like combined it and did something like that.
The Black Neighborhood event we went to? Okay, so the Black Neighborhood is actually through Danae that we know.
The Black Neighborhood is actually a base. Somebody I used to go to high school with. Actually, I'm from Oakland, everybody, if you're not familiar.
Oaktown?
So I'm not an LA resident.
On the bay.
But no, so yeah, it's one of my friends through high school, he actually had something called the Black Neighborhood, and it originated in Oakland. And it was basically, they started as a way to just give back to the local community, So they do things like food drives, local talk sessions for, kids, things like that, just things that help bring some type of good, stimulation to the community overall. And so he's been doing that for like a few years now, and I just always like, man, I hope I can make it to one of your events, And so I did. It was like, I think it was last year or 2 years ago. I was able to make it to one of the events in Oakland when I went back home to visit, and I was like, man, this is dope, like, I want to be able to do something like this one day. And he was like, it takes a lot, but just if you have the passion for it, you'll find the means to make it happen, And so they expanded, actually, so they're doing pretty good. They're actually able to expand. So they have their team out in Oakland. They have their team now in New York, and then they have the team now in L.A. So they had their first L.A. event was 2 weekends ago. Mm-hmm. And they had vendors there, performers there, local artists. And it was just really good to just be able to meet new people and meet people that actually have good things going as well. And be able to just connect with people, Like, I've never met some of the people there. So it's interesting to see their artwork, and things like that. Just be able to share with others.
Yeah. Okay. Look at y'all. Y'all so sophisticated.
This is our radio.
This our radio talk.
I know.
Our professional voice.
I don't know. Have you heard the episode that I did with? So it's called True Did It Again. It's my uncle.
Oh.
We did an episode, and he had his little
yeah.
radio voice on, and I was like, "This is not you." Like,
It's not how you sound.
I'm like, "This is a not you, honey."
The radio doesn't want the real us because he'd be ready to kick us out.
All
the way
Me for sure. I'm like the quietest on the mic right now. Like, y'all don't want to hear from me.
Shalice is being pretty quiet too.
Ratchet one time.
Who being quiet?
Sure.
Oh,
That one.
You know,
She
I just
acted-
wait my turn.
She
Look how
actually-
she's sitting with her hands crossed. Like,
we
not
gonna
her.
switch gears a little bit.
I'm well behaved. You know?
No, she's not.
We gonna switch the gears up. Okay, so let's talk about some dating stuff. Like y'all dating.
shit.
All right, Mom, log off.
Who's in a relationship? Who's what?
I'm the only one who's in a relationship.
Only
on
one.
here.
Okay, I know who you in a relationship with.
Yeah. If you don't know, mind your business now. No, yes. No, I'm the only one in a relationship right now.
Shout out the homie.
It's crazy because I feel like I'm like the main one who usually runs away from relationships.
You
Like,
crazy
why
as
is that?
hell.
well, besides
Oh,
her, sure.
I don't play no
We're
games.
like neck and neck though when it comes to it.
It's
I
okay
think
because
we
they don't be
kinda
knowing
all
about
got
that.
that in us. Like, I'm not
But
gonna lie.
So yeah, no, I'm the only one in a relationship right now.
Why you say you run from, like, why you say that?
Oh, I used to run from
Yeah.
it. I think it's because just the past. Like,
Yeah.
certain relationships rub you wrong, and it's like hard to
Yeah.
like
Sure.
bounce back from the whole I want to be in a relationship thing, you know. So there's been a few
Hiccups.
relationships. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm gonna just be by myself,
Yeah.
work on myself, you know.
Yeah.
If somebody comes, they come. If they don't, I'm still happy out here living my best life.
Some people don't know how to be by themselves.
I
That's the
love being by
problem.
myself. That's the thing. See, I would
Yes.
much rather be by my. And I got scared for a while. I'm like, yo. People
too
always like, why
comfortable.
don't you have a man? Why are you single? I'm just like, because I want to be.
Right.
I don't want to
choice.
be in a relationship. I'm much happier like this, actually. So I don't know why people make it seem like it's a bad thing to be
Yeah, like,
single.
they
You know,
really do.
like I feel like
People
that's
hit
the
me
best
up all the
thing.
time. They're like, "Why you single? What's wrong with you?" Nothing.
I'm crazy.
You
Get
crazy?
back.
Everybody,
I probably am. I don't know.
It's the good ones. It's
she
it's
be
we,
having this look in her eye.
we got
though,
them
so she might be-
expectations, and you gotta meet them.
I be
lower
having
our
this. What look I be having in my
That
eyes?
little kid, when she said, I got something up my sleeve. I said,
Right?
okay.
Were you scared too?
I
I was
my
like,
shirt,
what
girl,
are you
like,
about to
oh.
do to me?
I can tell. Now, all my friends crazy. I already know.
Oh my gosh, y'all crazy too. I know it.
I'm
We
stable.
all got a little crazy.
I
I'm
ain't never,
stable.
but I tell them I'm crazy before they think I'm playing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't playing. Nigga, I'm crazy.
a little crazy.
Maybe, y'all.
I'm stable. I'm gonna go with stable for right now.
She-
Stable.
she-
I think I'm probably crazy at this point in my life. I don't know. I'm
So
just
are
fed
y'all
up.
looking to, y'all just want to, y'all, what's up with you? You said,
What's up with you?
What's up with you? Right.
That's all the questions?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
flip the
she
script.
can-
What's up?
You gotta
What
ask
you got
yourself,
popping
too.
going? What's
You gotta
going on?
ask
Let me
yourself.
tell you. You know, I'm just dating around. You know, just trying to dip my foot in some pool, some hot water. I know they a little hot.
She's testing the waters.
It's a little hot, but I mean, I'm like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest, because
Hot girl
dating to
summer.
me
Girl, I
is
understand
like
that whole feeling.
dating is like serious. Like, you know, like you actually going on dates, you actually getting to know each other. Like, there's nobody that I'm doing that with right now. So, I mean, if somebody, I don't know, somebody who listening that know me, one of these guys,
Right.
they probably like, I've been trying to take you on dates
Like-
12.
I've been in your DMs every day, girl. You
Oh,
know,
damn, she ain't even mentioned
I even listen to your podcast
every week.
I mean, but yeah, I'm not.
I think it's because the older we get, we have like this long list of like what we are
Right.
gonna tolerate and what we won't tolerate, and that
Absolutely.
kind of like.
And then I
is
feel like
the
I'm
cipher.
busy. Like,
Yes. Oh my God.
That's my problem a lot too. They don't believe in like I'm
Yeah.
as busy as what like they. Think
I think
I'm
they think
doing
we make
something
it up,
else.
like-
yeah, like
I gotta
just
clean
can't
my
be
house, do my
grinding.
laundry, and cook. That's not gonna take you all day. How do you know?
You don't know how to cook.
Do
You be
you
making
do
top
a lot?
ramen. That don't
Do
take
you
all
clean
day.
your house?
they want like
Text back. They'd
real
be
quick.
like, "Do you clean your house? Do
I
you know
use-
how long it takes to clean?"
You know,
Okay.
I use a sponge and I clean my cabinets. I make sure.
Okay.
She OCD.
Yeah, I
That
got-
was random, first of all.
Right, she-
that is kind of my thing, randomness.
Okay.
But in the dating world,
Are we still on this?
I'm not. I
It's
mean,
not looking too good,
I'm not
or-
taking off the. I'm not taking off the table. but you know I'm reserved. How about that? I'm on reserve right now.
Somebody gonna see this.
I plead the fifth.
Well,
Okay,
what
Miss
y'all look for
Barbados.
then? What y'all look for?
Oh, don't do that. Please don't do that.
You from Barbados?
Yeah, girl. I show am,
She
girl.
better put that day in.
Listen, it's on there too.
From Barbados.
It is so crazy.
Show am, girl. I'm Bayesian.
I'm weak.
To the rooter, to the tutor.
I got left on that trip, so I don't know about all that.
You didn't
but-
get left, sis. You
What?
definitely got invited. You should.
She found her boo in Barbados, basically. That's
Facts.
what had happened.
Facts.
Ooh. She acting like she didn't, but she really did.
When did y'all go?
for her birthday, for
Okay.
Sher's birthday. It was definitely.
You sweating, man?
It got real hot. The homie got put on blast.
Sweating over there.
DJ found her boo in Barbados.
Why she made
You
that
gotta
face?
get that overseas love.
Because
Doing
okay,
something
look,
wrong.
this is the thing. Charlize want to put me on blast only because herself is being put on blast right now.
I'm a deflector.
But yes, I. Oh, man, yes, I met a friend in Barbados. I mean, yeah, on the trip. It was pretty
Okay.
fun. Mm-hmm.
A friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was your
Yeah, we
favorite
still
part
talk.
about Barbados?
My favorite part about Barbados had to be swimming over a shipwreck. That was probably the most scary thing I've ever done. I didn't realize how big fish actually are.
Ooh.
Fish are big, yo. Like in the science books, man, lion. I seen a stingray that was as big as like a Persian rug. It was huge. Y'all know what a Persian rug is. Was that not, Sharlisa? Was it not?
Persian.
Was it not?
It wasn't.
It was big.
As a Persian rug?
A Persian rug is big,
Bruh.
sis.
Y'all, first off,
I got you, DJ.
I seen
Don't
the
let 'em-
stingray too.
Including the tail, she over here.
Oh, including the tail.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
sis,
that thing
what
was
you
that thing was
think?
long.
Okay, give me my credit.
Persian
What to
rug,
do?
y'all. Persian rug.
I haven't
Shade.
been anywhere outside.
You should definitely go. Definitely go to Barbados. It was. I understand why Rihanna stays there
Mm-hmm.
and is still there
Yeah.
because I wouldn't come back either. I didn't want to come back.
I need to get my passport.
Get it, sis.
That's the
Once you get
problem.
your passport, it's like the whole world has just opened up to you.
Yeah.
No lie.
I bet. But it's like, I don't know why. I'll spend money on
Right.
everything
same.
else. But
But a
that little
passport,
that
huh?
little passport.
You
I'm
like, ooh, that
dang.
$35, like
30, it's
75. Well, no, you pay that plus some other one, but you pay like
I was gonna say, I thought it was like
$70
$100.
No, it's like
No,
$135.
wasn't it
or
like
something.
$70? But I think I paid for
Y'all good
expedited
passport
shipping. That's
Oh,
why I paid a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, if you can spend money on Starbucks, Jamba Juice, you can get that passport.
if you
sis.
can get your nails done, you can
I
get
see
that
your nails on
passport,
fleek,
sis.
too.
Not really. Let me hide them now.
She's like, I need a fill. Leave me alone.
From here, they're on fleek, sis. So
Yeah, oh, well, from a distance, that's good.
2 times getting your nails done equals a passport.
Boom.
No, that's
Nails
a good
and
point.
toes.
That's a good point.
That is true. Wow,
That
I'm
is
gonna
a
go get
good
it.
point.
Right?
I'm gonna go get it like
See,
tomorrow.
you see how you do that?
I work right by the post office too.
What, girl? No, but all post offices don't do it.
But
And make
she
sure you
can
take your
get
picture
she can at least
beforehand.
get an application.
Oh, you gotta
So
take-
you can
oh,
make sure
take
you
the
cute,
sucker
girl.
just-
Yeah.
Definitely make sure you keep for your passport picture. You can't smile. You can't. No teeth.
Oh,
no
I thought
teeth.
that was crazy. Like y'all just
It's
want me to
so
just-
weird.
That's weird.
That was so weird for me because I'm
Like I'm
like
in
a
jail.
quick smiler and like you wanted to be
Right.
so straight faced. Like it was just not right. Not right.
I don't know. I think I look mean, like straight faces. I just be like, let me try
It's
to.
that resting face.
I know.
I was gonna bleep it because I didn't know that RBF.
I had that. I had it bad when I first moved here. For anybody who's listening,
Where you
I'm from Atlanta.
Oh.
Wow, good
She's
story
trying to
about
be-
Atlanta.
trying to move to Atlanta over here.
I am trying to, but it's people that don't want me to leave. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't know who those people are. I already know
It's
Shalise
not you.
would be quick with the moves.
So you're trying to move?
So
I'm trying to get to the black mecca of the United States of America, and I feel like that is Atlanta.
Yeah.
Black successes.
It's
everywhere.
oversaturated though now.
That's
It's
what
being
I feel
LA.
like
How
as
could you say that?
well.
We're in LA.
But it's bigger
Texas
here.
getting
though.
oversaturated,
It's more.
too.
It's more different cities here. Like, you can go to Riverside. You can go to...
Who wants to go to Vegas?
I mean, nobody, but, it's just bigger.
Riverside.
So it's not like
She from Atlanta. Nobody goes to Riverside.
I know we
Unless
got
you're from the IE.
But you don't think the South is like it? Because it's just land in the South.
Land.
It's just it's hella open.
It's cool. Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't never seen so many black people driving Range Rovers till I
Is
went to
that the
Atlanta.
only reason why you want to move out there? Because of the black people driving Range Rovers?
No, honestly,
And
y'all seen Black Panther, right?
You think it's Wakanda?
Honestly think it's the Wakanda of the United States of America. And y'all think that's funny, but
I'm not laughing at that.
It's
concept.
Chocolate City. It's definitely
I
Chocolate
love
City.
black people.
Yes.
And I just want to see successful black people. Like, that is where a lot of black people are owning businesses, and especially in the business that we have, it's promoting black-owned businesses, and that is a place that you can definitely be successful.
It is. Yeah.
So,
It is. In anything.
But I
Music.
feel like
and you can buy a house.
Atlanta already has it going on there, so why not go to the other places that don't have, like, the black community isn't so strong,
Right, and give
to build
those
it.
and give those exposure.
Why-
Because that's the point. You're
Yeah,
supposed to give
you wanna-
exposure to small.
The
Yeah.
next one after that is like, what, Texas?
I think
Houston,
so.
I feel like
Houston?
I feel like
Yeah.
Houston is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I love Houston, though.
I like Houston.
I don't like the fact that the traffic poles
The
are on
poles.
wires and it's no real streets. I need a city. So that's also
In Texas?
City.
in Houston. I went to
Oh.
Houston and I literally saw the lights
like, on-
was on these little
It's some that's like out here, and then there's some like it's country. It's definitely country.
no irrigation system, but it's always raining. That don't make no sense.
That's why
I can't.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
I
they
can't
got
deal with all
money,
that.
and they-
Yeah,
the
that's the
streets
only reason why I said I wanted to move to Texas, but then I'm like, those storms, I don't have the time.
That's why I can't move anywhere out of California.
I think
period.
that's me,
Yeah.
too.
I
I'm
can't
cool on
leave.
moving out of Cali. 'cause
Y'all
I
can.
just
Y'all
don't
never
like-
want to leave to go
I don't-
anywhere.
I mean, I can
No.
go visit, yes, but to live like for good as of right now, no. It just doesn't seem.
I
right.
don't like snow.
I
So
never
anywhere
do
it
the cold.
snows,
I for
I'm
sure
cool.
don't
I
do-
cannot do the cold
I
at
don't
all.
do the snow.
And I'm already used to earthquakes. Like, we I think
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Ain't nobody used to know
I was about to
earthquake.
say,
I
No,
don't care
but
what
I'm
y'all
saying
say.
I
as
was
far as
shook.
tornadoes and all that
Yeah,
other
'cause
stuff,
these
I don't want to
last
learn
ones-
new disasters.
Atlanta just hot.
Do y'all have y'all earthquake emergency kits?
Oh, does everybody? I think I
got
do.
me one now.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else
Definitely
is
is a
silent, so
necessity.
y'all don't. But that's okay. Don't be calling me when this earthquake comes, because I'm going to be ready.
Girl, how we gonna get to you?
That's
I
what
won't be
I
able
said.
to get
Just
to
don't
you.
hit me up. I told
Y'all
y'all
just-
about them earthquake emergency kits. Y'all didn't listen.
Oh, we can't hit you up when an earthquake happens.
Hey,
we
look.
can't hit Naya at all.
No FaceTimes when an
It's
earthquake
enough
comes
for
through.
one
we ain't
person.
got no power. we have
We
no
all
power.
ain't gonna
Shalisa's
make it
talking
if we
about
off the
FaceTime.
one.
We got some people in the chat. Hold up.
What's up, y'all?
Wait a minute.
Hold up, wait
I
a minute.
smiled on my passport.
That's my mom.
Oh,
Hi, Miss
She,
Shayla.
she always tell us
Hey,
that.
Mom.
I
How you doing,
smiled in my
Mom?
passport picture. It's like, well, they
smile.
let you get through with it, but they told me no smiling at
don't
all.
be giving up my government name. Let me give it up.
Girl, you put your government name as the username.
Mom, we could see what you put as your username, just to let you know.
Thank you, Mark G. Welcome to the game.
Sure, mom is so supportive.
She
I
is.
love
her.
Hey, she be with always.
Shout
front
out to my
door.
stepmom texting me at the same time.
Hey, girl.
Shout out
And my
to
dad.
Hey.
Supportive mom.
Like, shout out to the
They
parents.
texted me.
Shout out to the rents.
They commented on every little thing too. That's hilarious.
What's up, parents?
We definitely want to. We
I'll
definitely want to show this to our different generations in our family, and we want to pass this
course.
kind of stuff on. So every time I'm doing something, I call my mom first, and I let her know this is what's going on. This is where you can, this is how you can help me, because that is the most support you're gonna get is through your parents. So
Man,
I make sure I keep her up to date on everything.
super fast.
My mom is very supportive, and I love her for that.
That's good. Oh yeah, let's talk a little bit about parents and stuff. Are you guys close to your parents and
Yes.
all that?
Super close.
everybody? That's good.
My
Both of
mom
my
is
parents.
my
I'm a mommy's girl.
yeah.
I'm a daddy's girl.
See.
Okay.
I'm a both of them.
Both
I'm
of
both
them. I'm a both of them. That's
I'm a
hilarious.
both of them. It's crazy. I grew up with both of my parents in the same
Shout out my
household.
pops.
Shout out to 2-parent households.
So, no, it's crazy because you think you get away with stuff, and then when they start teaming up, you
hell
be like,
no.
dang. Like, I know my mom, she's the person I used to, like, I could get away with a lot of stuff when it came to my mom. So I would go ask her first, like, well, I got this in the bag. I just get my speech ready and everything. Go in there. She'd be like, oh, go ask your dad. She'd be like,
Yeah.
Skirt.
that is not what I thought you was about to hit me with. I'd go run to my dad and be like, did you ask your mom? I'd just be like,
But see, mine was the
yeah.
opposite
But that
because
makes
I
you-
knew, like, if I asked my mom for something, she would probably say no. But she'll tell me, go ask your daddy. And then I'll ask my dad, and he'll be like, okay, go do it. Like my belly button piercing, 16. I'm like, Mom, can I pierce my belly button? She was like, you got to ask your daddy because she knows my daddy was probably going to be like, girl, no. Asked my dad. He
yes.
was like, let's go. We went straight to
I
the
went with
shop
my
to get
mom.
it pierced.
I went with my mom.
Shout out to my
16
daddy
too.
for
I
that.
told my mom, and she almost passed out.
When I came back home,
yourself?
when I came back home and she saw it, she was like, oh, he seriously took you? Like, I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
that was for real.
My mom would rather me do it with her, like everything first. Like I'd rather you go and get it with me than
I didn't think
behind
she-
my
yeah.
back.
But see, I
That's
didn't
my
think
mom,
she
too.
thought my dad was going to say yes.
Y'all, my mama, she said I can't get no tattoos, piercings while I'm in her house. So I moved out
And that's when you got.
Yeah,
and I got tatted.
wow.
Yeah, they did.
All I got
So
is,
you tatted? How many tattoos you got? I don't see none.
you know, I make sure I can hide them all.
She ain't tatted.
I don't have any tattoos.
I got 3. I got 3.
She still
But
but
I-
get that
She
piercing,
tatted.
though.
She got 3 tattoos.
Yeah, she eats.
Girl, you tat. You ain't even tattooed. You tat.
Right.
I got some tats.
She didn't even give you the
gotta
extra
eat.
No, but they're
She got
big
some
though.
spots.
So you know, I got, you know, so
You got what?
She got.
I got both sides is pretty big. So I feel like I'm tatted.
Okay, that's how I felt though. My first one was big. It's on my leg.
My first one is big. I feel like I'm tatted.
Yeah, they-
for sure.
You know what I mean?
I just feel like
You don't need 30 to be tatted.
I don't know what I want. No,
Oh, so it's just not a personal choice. You
I'm
just
cool.
don't.
I'm
You
just
gotta be
y'all
able to-
tattoos is cool though, nice. You know, I like looking at everybody's tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm a supporter when it comes to things like
I feel
that.
like it's art to me. That's, I
Yeah.
take it like it's art. So like, since
I don't
me
think I
being
have
an
the
artist,
patience
like, I
to
gotta-
sit down for
Girl,
something like that.
That's
I have a lot
depends
of
on what you-
piercings though. You know, piercings are quick. It's like 1, 2, boom.
Sure,
Bam.
sure,
If I
scared to
change
get a
my
piercing.
mind, I can
though.
take it out.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. The last piercing I asked my mom for was a tongue ring, or tongue piercing, and she was like, "Well, I mean, you know what that means." I was like, "What?"
Like, no, mom, I don't. What does it mean?
You're like, what?
I feel like it's more fashion now. Originally, it was for sure that.
See,
but
back then, I
see
feel
the-
like piercings had like meanings and stuff because it was like, oh,
Yeah.
if you pierce
Oh,
your
yeah.
nose piercing on the left side or the right side,
Yeah.
and meant this,
Oh, really
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
particular.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's
Guys
probably why
get it
she was
on,
like,
yeah.
you know what that tongue piercing means? Like, you know what they gonna think about you? Like, no,
That's
it's
probably
cool.
because back
I don't
in the
even
day,
do that,
it's
mama.
like
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What does it mean?
I still don't know what it means. No, I don't know.
Okay, so what do you guys think are some difficulties that you face just like being black women? Like, what are something? Oh, go ahead,
Naya.
The first thing,
Get 'em,
oh
sis.
my gosh, I'm so passionate about this. I'm grabbing the mic because, like just the whole natural hair in the work environment, like the
Wow.
corporate. And it's crazy because I've had this debate with my mom since, I don't know, I feel like since forever though. She always like, for some reason, feels like I shouldn't wear like natural hairstyles going to work. And I'm just like, why do you feel like, well, it's just not professional, you know? Like she feels like you have to, as black women, we shouldn't go in there with braids or, you know, like long weaves and things like that. I'm just like, what's wrong with my hair? What's wrong with my braids, you know? Like,
She's old school.
yeah.
But Catherine can wear purple hair.
Yeah.
Not Catherine.
Catherine,
Catherine
no,
can.
it's just like it just seems
Anna.
like anytime, you know, I feel like black women does something that's like
They already look
out
at
of
us
the
like a
norm.
certain
It's
way,
just
so
like, well, what are you
more
doing?
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we should be more tame or something.
I never really
I don't
cared. I'm gonna be honest.
I
never
don't care
cared.
about it either, but it seems I just feel like other people have cared more so, and so
I
it's
feel
made me
like-
feel like I have to care. Maybe
I feel
that's
like
what it is.
personally, I did not prefer to wear my natural hair because I didn't feel like I felt like people were quick to touch it. Like, I don't need your hands in my hair, especially natural, because your hands are greasy.
Not greasy.
Greasy. Like, don't touch my hair.
What is the obsession with touching our hair in the first place?
Because they're not, I feel like they're not sure, like, how it works. You know what I mean? Like,
How it works.
because their hair grows straight, like straight and down. Our hair grows curly and
And
then
out.
out.
Right.
You know what I
Defies
mean?
gravity.
And so, like, my best friend always asks, like, your hair is still the same length? Like, yeah, girl, because my hair doesn't grow. Like,
Her best friend is Hispanic. We
Yeah.
gotta clarify.
Yeah, mind you. Well, I think they kind of understood that she was non-black. But, like, you know, like, I feel like people are so fascinated with our hair that, like, the less we make it attractive to questions, the better for us.
Right.
As a kind of a shelter.
I think it's just because we switch it up so much.
Right.
That too, our versatility is something
Wait,
different.
you just had braids in your hair.
Yeah,
How
that's
is
what
it-
I used to
How
get
is your
a
hair
lot.
long?
It grew so fast.
grew so
How do you
overnight.
do that? It's just like people always want you to explain how it was done. Like,
So how
Black
did they
girl
do
magic.
that?
It's black girl magic.
My stylist, I hired her. She did it.
They'd be like, how long did it take?
that's
Girl,
all
8
it
hours. It was a struggle.
Oh, they do that.
No,
Oh my gosh,
they
my
like-
braids. My boss, she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, my daughter, she's a Filipino. And she was like, my daughter just did that thing with the edges. And I was like, what thing? And she was like, the little swoops. And I was like, the baby hair. She was like, yeah, those.
Yeah, we've been
I'm
doing that
like,
since
y'all are
five.
so cute.
Right. My mama's been swooping at my hair.
I'm like, okay. The little swoop. She's like, yeah, what you be doing with your hair? I'm like, girl. Mine is different.
Did you guys see that law though? They passed in the I know in the Bay Area they passed it as,
California,
yeah, a ban on what I forget what it was.
It was
law?
a ban on
Discrimination.
discrimination of natural
natural
hair
hair
in the workplace.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I did see
And
that.
so
Like
I was like-
dreadlocks and
The
all
fact
that.
that they
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
ban discrimination.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even been a topic. Like,
That is something that
I want to
like,
wear my hair how my hair is supposed to be. Honestly, this is our hair. Is
You
supposed
guys
to be
heard
the
about
way
that
it is.
situation where they like pretty much suspend or like kick this girl out for school for wearing
braids.
like braids?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But no,
Like,
you even
no,
see,
it's-
like, I forget, there was the guy who was, that young man who was a wrestler or something, like, they were, like,
They
cutting
cut
his
his
dreads
dreads
during
off.
his match, and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of drastic, and I'm surprised that he even did that, because me, knowing me, myself, I'm like, oh, I'm going to just have to take this L. Y'all not about to make me cut my hair, but I guess it, you know, all along he won, I think, that match, and you know, he took things to the laws as he should have, but it's that shouldn't even be like a topic to me, honestly.
I feel like the biggest problem facing black women is the fact that people look at us and don't think our features are beautiful on us, but then on another woman who
Right.
is white or a Hispanic, it looks so beautiful. Like Kim Kardashian taking our braids,
making them box braids.
you know what I
or
mean?
calling them box braids.
And it's so cute on them, the bamboos, but when we have it on, it's ghetto, it's ratchet. I feel like we're innovators and we start every trend, and then they take it and it's not beautiful on us, the big butts, but it's beautiful on the Kardashians. And I feel like it's unfair to black women that black men are idolizing these women that, you know, are taking our features and are doing it surgically. They're not even naturally having what we got. So
Right.
they like that collagen in the lips, and you know, it's unfair to us, but I think since we're the originators and it becomes natural to us, eventually they're not gonna look the same and we gonna look the same. So
Right.
That's gonna melt eventually.
you're gonna have to get them refilled.
But I think
Reshot.
the toughest thing
Yeah,
as a
the
black
big-
woman,
mhm.
I think it's we're not allowed to be vulnerable and angry. Like we're not allowed to show emotion.
The angry.
We're not allowed to be upset when somebody does anything to us.
Yeah.
Anything somebody else can just have a whole temper tantrum and it'd be cool, but if we get angry,
They get credits.
It's already that stigma, like black women are
it's
angry,
like, oh, she's that angry black woman. There
Right.
she goes again. There
Right.
she like everybody's already expecting you to act out. So when you don't, they're like, oh, so you're not
You're
upset.
not one of-
Yeah.
Oh,
And they'll
oh.
test you too.
And they'll
Yeah.
try you. Like, I don't understand what makes you want to try somebody to make somebody act the way you think that they act.
Right.
And when you beat them up and it's above you now, what's the problem?
It's above me
It's
now.
above
That was my favorite video. That was
our
It's
my
above
favorite.
me
It's
now.
above me now.
It's above me now. Yes,
That's all he
it's
kept
above me
saying.
now.
But my mom, it's above me now.
At this point,
yes.
this conversation is done. It's
One
above
win
me
for
now.
all of us.
Right.
Right. That was a win for black people. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll take that W.
Sam, you got something?
Wow.
No.
hardest thing? Nah, not really. She kind of took the angry thing. I just feel like sometimes they're just like surprised, like sometimes how we can carry ourselves, like we just the versatility of us, like we can, we can turn up, but also, we can be sophisticated and,
Classy and soft.
classy.
I think you actually posted yesterday that you
I
can
be
take me
posting
to
a
the
lot of stuff.
No, you posted that I'm the girl you could take to the hood, to your mama house, to the strip club,
church.
to church. Yeah,
The block party,
that's
the
how,
museum.
That's how we do.
Take me
Definitely.
to your mama's house, your grandma's house.
Okay, take all exclusive paid trip.
Hey, I'll take that too.
I seen that. I was like, yes.
Okay,
She
listen.
did add that at the bottom.
I did.
That should be number 1.
It's taking me everywhere. Okay, so we about to close this out, but so I have 5 different points, I guess, I saw from Caterpillar to Butterfly. It's a website, and they was basically giving you how to be a successful black woman according to Caterpillar to Butterfly. So I'm going to read them off to you guys, and then you guys let me know what you think about them. Okay. So number 1 is define success for yourself. Number 2, get clear on what it takes to get there. Number 3, take action consistently. Number 4, never give up. And number 5, be the beauty in you.
I agree with all that. I feel like
them
those
all.
are great
Those
steps.
are all perfect.
Those are
I feel
great
like you
steps.
should send that to us in a group chat.
I
so
will
that way we
definitely
can
send them to you guys.
post that also.
That never give up one. That's
Yeah.
the one.
I'm all about being
Too.
positive. I just
Like,
want to be
oh, yeah.
positive. I just want
Energy
everybody
is
to
like
love each other and
Everything to me.
you know, we
now.
just out here just. You know.
I gotta cut off negative energy. Like I can't be around that
Me
anymore.
either.
Like
Yeah.
it's some friends that I've had to like cut off. Even family members. Like I don't even care. If you, sometimes that they're the
Protect
worst
your
ones.
peace.
Like
Okay,
you
I've been
can't
burning
disturb my
sage
peace.
lately.
Man,
Girl, yep.
I got crystal sage.
Let me burn this sage real
all
quick.
that.
That wood,
I can't.
whatever that wood
No, I ain't
is,
got into
burn
the
all
crystals and all that, but
I
Yeah,
haven't,
gotta
but
keep
I
one right
want
around your
to
neck.
though.
They work.
I want to get
They
into
work.
that.
For sure.
yeah. Okay. So I do affirmations
Oh.
Yes.
on my podcast, if you have heard them.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an affirmation of the week. I want everybody to take this until next Thursday so you hear me again. Yes. And so I'm going to read it.
Yes, ma'am.
It is, I am deserving of the best that life has to offer, and I'm going for it. I am done with overthinking and doubting my abilities. I am magical, powerful, and can do anything I put my mind to. I don't need to fit in. I can be myself and win.
Mm.
Yes.
Come on, somebody.
Let me get some
Yeah.
snaps. Let me get some snaps.
I need you to send that
Send that to me.
That's what you got around in your mirror in the morning, so you
I
can
know.
see
I like
that.
affirmations. You know,
Yeah.
manifest it. Manifest all
Exactly.
that energy you want and all
I used
that.
to read a daily devotional that had an affirmation. It was like, I forget how many days it was, but however many days it was, it started off with like a affirmation. You know, you start off reading every day to yourself. So I definitely love that. You should stick with that. That's good. We need to
Yeah.
hear them more often. You know, even if
Yes.
we don't, tell ourselves, it's good to hear it from other people.
Right.
So
Exactly. Some little
Yeah,
positivity.
I used to have like post-it notes all around like my room
Mhm.
and stuff. So when
On
I wake
some
up, I would
humor
read
and
some. Yeah.
Ooh, like Gabrielle did on
That's
that show.
good.
She had
Mhm.
everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go down the road, and you guys can plug yourself, where everybody can follow you, anything you want to plug, what you do, if you want to add that.
So my name is Dejanay, also known as Glow DJ. I am a
Glow
makeup
getter.
artist. I'm also a clothing line designer, and a networking guru. You can follow me at Glow DJ. That's GLEAUXDEJAY. You can also follow me at _wide awake with a Y. So that's WYDEAWAKE. You can also follow me at Flexwork at FLEXWORK.
Okay, sis.
Right, she spelled it all out.
She said all our business
you gotta do
pages
it?
for us.
No,
Right, I
mean-
know I was gonna plug some, but I was like,
Oh,
she took care of it.
Plug y'all's, because
No,
we're
you
all
took-
part of the same plug.
I know you.
No,
You
I'm
plugged
saying,
us.
good
Flex
job.
work.
That's-
Thank you.
That leaves me down to 1.
Right, you know what I mean? It's your girl Sure. And my IG, follow me, is Sure Taught Sure is spelled SHER.
What you taught him, sure.
I teach him everything. I'm the plug. Let me tell you, Sure is the plug. So whatever you need, you hit my line, and I'm gonna figure it out for you. And that's exactly what my job is. I make sure that if you need garments, if you need to rent some space, if you need to plug your business on our
Oh,
pages,
Y'all be asking us about
hair.
space. She's
What
the
else
one.
we do? We got everything.
Hair, makeup, lashes.
Everything.
So lashes, yes, we do it all. So yeah, follow us.
Yes.
My what is it? Social media handle. Hi. Oh yeah, I'm Naya, by the way, you guys. So my social media, you can find me on Instagram at NEYAC_, NEYAC_, just like that. And you can actually follow my last page at Six Sense Lashes, XIXTH SENSE lashes.
I'm gonna need you to know.
That's
Too many
Six
S's,
Sense.
sorry. So yeah, follow me there, guys. Check me out.
Well, my name is Simone Scott. I go by Sam, or Sam1 is my artist name. So really, I'm an artist. I'm a rapper. I create music and life experiences. Everybody can follow me at Sam, the #1 raps. And, my music is on everything: Apple, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever y'all need. Go check out my late project.
Her music is fire, y'all.
Thank you, sis.
And we for sure want to thank you for having us on your show.
Absolutely.
I was like, who better? Okay. To get this popping.
We appreciate it for sure.
Oh, I appreciate you guys.
I had fun.
Yeah.
We announce our next event.
Ooh.
Of course.
We actually do have another event coming up. It's going to be on August 23rd. It's going to have an open mic night. It's going to be our first open mic night.
Okay.
Hosted by Flexwork. Yes. It'll be at Gallery 1145. We have $5 pre-sales available on Eventbrite right now. It'll be $10 at the door. We're looking for vendors currently, so we'll have all that information up on our social media as of tomorrow. Again, it's our Flexwork first open mic night, August 23rd.
Yes.
That's a Friday night.
Flex
so
Friday, y'all come turn
we
up.
have a lot of artists and people ask us like, oh, do you know about any open mics, or do you know like when you guys' next event is going to be? We've actually been sitting on this flyer for like weeks. So
we wanted to
like,
announce it on your show. That's what it was.
Yeah, so
You got the exclusive.
cool. So this is the first actual announcement for us. So
Good.
we hope to see everyone there. Come enjoy some good vibes. We're going to have food vendors there too. So we're going to have all that for you guys. Just come enjoy some good vibes. Y'all seen how the first event went. Everyone was
Second.
really
We've had
stoked
3.
about that.
They were all being lit.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the third one. So we're on a roll with these. Hopefully to keep these up once a month. So just stay tuned on our page, Flexwork. You guys follow us. Check us out next open mic night.
Yes, thank you guys for joining me on my debut.
Thank you for
Congratulations.
Shout out
Congratulations.
yours. What's your show?
The Queen. I'm about to
Queen
get to
Pod.
it, girl.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, you gotta shout you out too.
Yeah, so all the listeners, you could listen to recent podcasts if you want to. At the Queen Pen. Okay, first of all, you can follow me on Instagram at thequeenpen.pod. You can follow me on Instagram at Brianna.B. That's BRIYANNA.B. And you can listen to recent episodes. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anything, all the platforms and all of that. So, yes, thank you guys so much for joining me. And I don't really know how to close this because I haven't really thought about it. But we just got this here.
You need to go with like a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Give it an applause.
Hey, shout out for her first one.
Congratulations.